you this. What did you think about the Pentagon saying recently that they've recovered crafts that are not of this world?
I think it's probably true.
I think it's probably true as well.
I think we're like the ditch, like a movie theater.
When I talked to
there's stuff in the ditch,
when I talked to Commander Fravor, who is the guy who saw that the Tic Tac UFO off the coast of San Diego, the way he describes it and the video footage that they got of this thing, and his take on it is fucking chilling.
Yeah.
That thing went from 60,000 feet above. Tic Tac.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a Tic Tac. Like
that's Joe's new code name. Is Tic Tac.
I thought it was the TikTok UFO.
No.
What?
Yeah,
it's a huge problem.
No, it's this little Tic Tac thing there, Jason.
In the house.
And what did he say about it?
Yeah. He said that this thing went from 60,000 feet above sea level to 1 inside of a second. Wow. They said it defied propulsion by any understanding that we have of physics. The way it moved was insane. It was actively blocking tracking systems, which is an act of war.
That's nothing to do. They block all the radar.
You could listen to him on my podcast, but I would actually recommend you listen to him on Lex Friedman's podcast. It's available on YouTube, and Lex does an amazing job of talking to him and breaking down.
Let's do that, Joe.
Aspects.
What do you think the universe is? What do you think? Let's talk real. What's the secret of the universe?
Totally legit report says Buzz Aldrin saw aliens when he was up in space.
That's sarcasm.
Oh. Well, that's not.
Joe, is that you in the photo?
They said that he tried.
I don't look like that.
Somebody reached out to his people and they said that it's bogus and we don't know where it came from.
It's bogus. We don't know where it came from.
Well, he came on my show and said that
the pyramid thing, the pyramid quote, he said it's bogus.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they pulled him aside.
But Joe, let's have fun here. Everybody's
weed.
watching. It's an epic podcast. Part 3, Joe Rogan. I want to know. So, what do you think runs the universe? What do you think the secret is? Who are the DMT elves? When's the last time you took DMT?
It's been a couple of years. I don't think that there is any doubt that there's other life out there. It's a matter of if it contacts us regularly, whether or not it's contacted us, or why it comes and why it visits. Or Jacques Vallée, I believe, I think his perception is not that they're from another planet, but that would be probably the least spectacular answer, and that they could be interdimensional travelers. Some people believe that they're time travel. And Jacques Vallée is the guy who Steven Spielberg, he modeled that French scientist in Close Encounters of the Third Kind after him. He's a really, really interesting guy. And
that's what I personally believe is it's interdimensional.
It could be that. It could be that our understanding of reality itself is very limited. It's like, if you wave your hand above certain insects, they have no idea you're even there, right? They lack the ability to detect it. That we have senses that we assume are the only senses that are available. And it is entirely likely that there are many dimensions that we don't have access to, right? And this is the quantum physicists and all those guys that write the shit on yellow legal pads that you don't understand. They all believe there's many, many dimensions outside
there's no
of the
doubt to
dimensions
that.
that
So I agree with you. I agree with you.
I think the universe is insanely huge, and they're finding life-compatible planets on a daily basis. There's hundreds of them now.
So I agree with you. Let me ask this question then. What do we do about this corrupt political elite trying to make us look at them and follow them? How do we break free of them?
Well, no, that's a different thing of the universe. But my question is, why are they telling us now that they've acquired these ships, or that they have access to these things, or that they know these things are real? Bob Lazar has basically been describing exactly that, and exactly the same way since 1989, when he was first hiding, when he was on George Knapp's television show in Vegas, and they had him out only as a silhouette. And then he eventually came out and said that he was a propulsion expert that was brought to Area S4, and they've tried to discredit him, and they've tried to talk, but one of the things that he said was he talked about element 115, and that this was something that they used to propel these crafts, and it was something that it could change gravity, it can bend gravity and propel itself in a way that is not like any propulsion system that we use now, which essentially you have to push something out the back to make it go forward, whether it's flames or a rocket or anything else, like even an airplane, right? It propels things forward. And what he was saying is that what this element 115 is allowing them to do is to somehow or another bend space and time, somehow or another bend gravity.
Space.
But they don't know how it works. They don't know what it's doing. But
let's
they know
talk about this.
It operates on this element.
Let's talk about this.
Hold on. They know it operates on this element that was only theoretical until I think it was 2013 or 2015. They used a particle collider and they detected it, and then actual element 115 that it was actually real.
And that's what the superconducting supercolliders are for.
Well, I mean, they're there for detecting many things.
Cyclotrons.
Right? Well, these particle colliders are for detecting many different things that are theoretical, and they find these things to be true, and then it becomes, scientific record. what I think is that we are apes. We are these weird talking apes that are in an adolescent stage of technological evolution. And what we might be looking at when we see these tic-tac UFOs and other things, we might be looking at something from the future. We might be looking at time travelers. We might be looking at something that comes back and visits
Joe, I think
us.
that's a good approximation, but we're a little bit beyond just apes. Clearly, we're from outside the planet, and there's something bigger going on. Like this life form's happened before. This is a major test. And so we can sit there and just say, oh, we're just apes.
No, I don't mean that. What I mean by we're just apes is that in comparison to what we could be eventually through evolution.
You're saying
or
we're in
through
a
scientific
metamorphosis.
Yeah, we're on a look. We're a lot smarter than apes, right? Than regular apes that are in
Most of us.
in the zoo or in.
Well,
in
some of the public's
jungle.
dumber than apes.
Yeah.
Right. I was about to say, let's
Some of
not
them are dumber.
Paint with a broad brush.
But we are nowhere near where our potential lies,
Right.
right? Our potential lies far, far, far in advance of what we are currently. And I think some of this has to do with some of these symbiotic technologies that we're talking about, like Neuralink and a lot of these things that are being proposed that are eventually going to find their way into the human body and
I
accelerate.
agree, but are they going to
accelerate
censor
our ability?
Are they going to censor our ability?
Well,
See, because we're already growing, and all I see from big tech is censorship. So is the Neuralink going to censor what I do?
Well,
it'll plug in and make me feel great and hit my pleasure centers.
Well, when you're talking about human emotions and greed and power and all these different things, these are all biological issues that we have that the idea is will be transcended if you could somehow
if you
eliminate
believe the
a lot
big
of
tech
these-
lords aren't like us, they're us though. So they're in charge of the same thing that we already are. So to say, oh, big tech lords are going to take us away from our human problems,
Right, but do you understand-
transcend sin? They're going to make it worse.
Okay, but do you understand that they didn't understand what technology was going to create when it created the internet? The ability
No,
to
I
distribute
totally agree. The
information,
establishment doesn't know what they're
the
doing.
ability to distribute information that existed pre 1990 whatever when the internet became mainstream. It was very, very, very different than it is today, and it's very hard to get away with the things you could get away with in the early 1980s. What they can do now in terms of a regular person and their ability to transmit information, to access information, it's
All I'm saying is the
multitudes and
controllers,
giant leaps.
I get it.
More
The
powerful.
technology's there. I'm not against the technology. It's those that introduce it to us and that control how it's deployed.
I understand.
That's the big issue.
But
Everything
the
is
thing
about
is,
that.
what I was trying to get to is the way information has gotten out of their hands, and you can distribute it in a way that they never anticipated. If they did anticipate it, I guarantee you they would have never let the internet.
No, I
be free.
agree. I used to complain.
I think that same thing is going to happen with all other technologies, and if that's the case, technology may be our only hope.
You
Technology
just
may be
said
the
it.
only thing that saves us from all of these human emotions, the need for power and greed and control. The one thing that might save us from that is this symbiotic relationship with technology where we connect to things that will alleviate a lot of the problems of
Joe,
evolution.
if that technology,
I'm not saying this is good or
I'm
bad.
not saying you're wrong. Can I say something?
Yeah.
You're doing really good. This is great rants. Best Joe Rogan I've ever seen. I'm not being patronizing. It's good stuff.
It's okay, you're drunk.
No, I'm saying this is powerful. Be nice. Be nice. What I'm saying is there's outside groups trying to program that. So you can't project your own goodness onto this.
I'm not saying even goodness. I'm saying
No, what I'm saying is, you've been ranting for 5 minutes, and I just want to say, I get what you're saying. It's just that you're sitting there saying this will free us from our problems, but it's still humans that program the Nexus Point 7 so it could actually amplify the problems. I'm saying we should be wary of all of it.
Oh, it certainly could. Look, it could go sideways. It could all go bad. But it also could go to a point where people don't feel the need to do that anymore. And that we recognize that a lot of what we have is we are escaping the shackles of our monkey bodies.
Oh, if we're our monkey bodies.
Yeah.
So if we're silicon and don't need resources anymore, we can just be spiritual, and then we'll be able to free ourselves and not hurt the earth anymore.
Hop in that Tic Tac and fly to Alpha Centauri in a blink of an eye.
So we need to. No, I already seen the transmission.
If you could have a spaceship that would allow you to go anywhere in the galaxy, would you be willing to give up any of your emotions for that?
No, I know the digital deal. Give up your body for the silicon gods and become a god.
This is all fun and games, but like
We're
legitimately,
not even, I mean, in California, we're not even allowed to go to Applebee's. So let's stop with the spaceship. Let's just try to get, I'm not allowed to leave my
I
fucking
want to
house.
go to the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get a spaceship eventually.
Yeah.
Let's get a few rights
I already
back
got your thing.
first.
I'm coming here election night. You're
You
drinking
know?
with me. Election night.
Election
top
night, baby.
ratings. 25 billion
Stop.
viewers.
Listen, you invited yourself to this. I think you should settle down.
We need aliens. You told me
We
I'm
already-
coming.
No, you invited yourself. We already
He's
had
gotta-
a plan.
he's gotta
I'm coming.
come.
No, I said you could come in for a little bit, but you're making it the Alex Jones show.
No, I'm
That's-
not.
It's a bit of an
Election.
issue.
This
Alex
is like
Jones election
It's a bit of an
special.
issue.
Apple
It's a bit of
juice.
an issue. Settle down.
It's a bit of an issue.
It's going to be a fun experience.
It'll be a lot of fun.
So
But
quit being so mean. You literally.
Am I being mean? No, not at all.
I think Joe wants to beat my ass right now.
No, I don't. Listen, Alex, I love you. But what I'm saying, and I'm not even disagreeing with you, I'm saying that I think when we're talking about aliens and we're talking about life forms from outer space and space travel and shit,
The big
when you see
issues
them,
of the election.
you see those fucking things. Like the
talking about
iconic
Easter
aliens.
bunnies?
They all have big
Yeah.
heads.
Yeah, the
and these
Greys. The
Little
Greys.
tiny, muscleless bodies.
Shaved
Right.
heads.
Yeah.
Shaved heads.
Yeah. They're
They've all
keto.
Like you.
escaped. They've
You're-
escaped all of the,
You're
the
actually an
things that
alien.
make
Yeah.
us. They look like what we're gonna be.
Yeah, but who wants to be that?
I don't want to be that right now.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
no, I'm with you. I like being a person.
Right. I think we should be humans for as long as we can.
What do you think aliens are?
There are all sorts of interdimensional forces in the universe in multi-dimensions. So there's like bad aliens that are trying to manipulate our development.
Gretchen Whitmer.
Because a high level, exactly, a high level would not try to manipulate our development.
Right.
Okay, so Joe is like imprinting on these demons because he loves them. He's a bad person. I'm joking. No, seriously. So all I'm saying is we need to build towards the next level and do amazing things.
What do you
That's all.
think of the? What do you think of the?
And I
theory?
did invite myself on the election show.
Please, it's gonna be great.
I got on my
We're gonna have
news in
fun.
front of Joe.
great.
I'll do
Listen,
it again right now.
But what do you
I'll get
think?
on my
but
knees
stop,
right now.
Stop making it about you.
No,
What-
it is
what-
about me. I'm front of
what-
Ganesh.
You're drunk.
I want to come on.
We're
Yes.
gonna ban you from alcohol. What do
I
you,
want. You're going to smoke weed with me.
What do you think about?
We're gonna
I
have
will,
a
I will
party.
definitely do that on
I'll be
November
here 2
3rd.
minutes.
What do you think
The
about
highest
the
rated you ever
theory?
did.
What do you think about the theory that human beings are the product of accelerated evolution? That they came down here and they genetically manipulated lower hominids and they created human beings.
Listen. I already have the genetic memory. I already told you all this. I mean, I already.
You have a genetic memory?
Yes, that's epigenetics. Yeah.
Okay,
So I have a genetic. You have a genetic memory.
right.
I have a genetic memory, and I have genetic memories that weren't. I have a bunch of memories. It's like you go watch Star Wars. Like I've done this before. This looks totally normal. We're in the universe. We're in the planets. We're here. Our life forms have been all over the place, like little seeds that jump from planet to planet, like blowing to the space winds. So yeah, we've already been here before.
Because this is one of the things that Lazar brought up that they discussed with him at Area S4. They said that they believe that human beings are the product of accelerated evolution. It's like, and he wasn't sure if they were fucking with him. Like when he was reading all that stuff,
Right.
he's like, "Is this like disinformation?" that
No,
they're
they
giving
weren't
me
fucking with them.
Yeah.
I mean, look, God doesn't know where God came from,
Whoa,
and we said that last time.
that's heavy.
And we don't know where we came from,
Right.
But we have the archetypal memories that go so far. And then our big fear is have an evolutionary death of the species. It's like a line of flowers or plants or whatever we are, and it's a whole genetic experience. We're conscious individuals, but then we have a genetic experience that goes on forever, as long as the line of the genetic experience doesn't die. So we're always looking for eternal life. As long as we keep having kids, they have kids, we live forever. That's us. We just get better.
Well, as long as the Earth doesn't experience a massive extinction event.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, before
Yeah.
we go interplanetary.
That's,
Well,
So the main mission
November
is that
3rd. Well,
gonna go
79
interplanetary.
days. 79 days of chaos, and then
I am
hopefully-
endorsing Joe Biden right now.
I'm voting for Kanye.
By the way, that might be a good strategy if you endorse Joe Biden right now.
I'm going to go with my history of
Yeah.
voting for people that have been on the podcast, so I'm going to vote for Kanye.
I'm going with Joe Jorgensen because I like to back a winner.
Am I sitting in the same seat as Kanye?
Yes, you are.
All right, I'm fulfilled.
It's the best.
All right, but before this goes any further off the rails, I think we're good.
We've done it.
Oh, you want to end this transmission?
Do you?
I never got to all my notes.
You got more shit?
got-
What else would you like to talk
I
about?
got more shit than you can fucking imagine here.
You gotta come back. You gotta come back November 3rd. You gotta have guys
no.
wheeling
Joe said
documents. Just wheeling
No, Joe said
documents.
it. Joe said he's like, you're the one inviting yourself November 3rd.
You
Oh,
did.
you're coming.
You certainly did.
I waited like
You invited yourself.
19 months or something. That was just
Yeah.
fine.
Alex, if I showed you the list of people that are trying to get on this fucking show, it would make your head spin.
I know, but I live down the
So-
street.
I understand.
I don't care. You don't want me
No, listen,
30 minutes on
it's
election
just-
night?
We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. But I'm just
I don't
saying,
know. I'll survive without it. I'm
it's
fine.
very difficult for me to manage a fucking small fraction of the number of people that are trying to get on.
Well,
This is an epic podcast.
Yeah.
We got to go another hour.
It is.
Oh,
it
God,
is.
like
that
last
will be
time.
dead.
I'm
Another
okay with
hour.
going another
This
hour.
is going to be bigger than the Elon Musk. That's the. I'm a
It
second.
doesn't have to be, man.
I'm the
Stop thinking
second
like
biggest
that.
podcast.
You can't be competitive.
Every listener has to spread this link right now, or I'm going to die.
Well, YouTube.
No, I wrote notes for you. Let me read these notes to you.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Okay.
Okay. What's important?
Major goals to accomplish.
How the president could invoke martial law. You handed this to me. I don't even know how he did. It's like a magic trick. All of a sudden, this is in front of my hands. I don't even remember it getting here. I don't remember it being happy.
Well, these are big, important topics.
Highlighted.
Do you drive around with this just in the car?
No, he's actually done research to prepare for this show.
No, I know
I did a lot of
Don't research shame
And then I
him.
was like, I'm not going to drink. I'm going to be good. And we're already here. How
We're
many
talking about heavy
I just
shit.
wish this was 6 days from now so I could be
How many
drunk
hours
with
are we
you.
into this?
We're 3 hours in.
We're 3 in.
Yeah.
If we don't break the last record, we're going down.
What's the last record?
No, we don't have to break records.
No, Tim Dillon,
Don't-
you rant while I get ready. Give us your latest comedy. I love Joe like it's true. I was like literally, he's like, Joe, can I please come on during the election?
Listen, we're
He
gonna be
goes,
fine.
and he
Let's
said
not
yes,
talk about
and
that.
he like slapped me.
We're
He
good.
goes,
We're good.
He literally punched me in the nose. He goes,
I didn't do that.
And I groveled on the ground.
None of that happened. But tell me, go over your notes, and Tim and I will talk. Is this everything that you hoped it would be?
This is my version of a Make-A-Wish kid going to Disney World. This is the greatest thing I've ever done is to sit here. I've watched Alex since I'm 13 years old, pre 9/11 when he was ranting about the WTO, and I followed him through 9/11, through Bohemian Grove, all the big events of my childhood, and just it's big to be here.
Can I say I'm very impressed with your knowledge? Like, you know
Yeah.
a lot of this stuff.
Well, I didn't go to college, so you have a lot of time. You have a lot of time if you don't go to college. I'm self-educated.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's a lot of information that you
Yeah,
have
the important
at your
stuff.
disposal.
Yeah.
You got some notes?
I liked how your new studio is like a colon.
Listen, this new studio came together in just a few weeks. We really didn't know what to
I'm
do.
not putting
I had
it down.
This room. We banged it out real quick.
But this is going to be known as the colon.
Some
red
people
pill.
call it the
People-
red pill. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Radio Raheem.
Oh my God, this is the red pill.
He called it the red pill.
So this is a very rare studio. You're getting a new one ready, I know.
Yeah, we're having problems finding a good location, but yeah, we'll have.
How about my house? I got a huge area.
We're gonna find a good spot.
It's amazing.
We're looking right now. We're in the process.
All right, let's get serious.
Okay.
Oh, I covered a lot of this.
Alex, we're good, man. We're good.
No,
We're
we
3
have
hours
to go for
in.
another 2 hours.
But we're gonna see you again in a week.
Oh,
You
so
endorse Biden.
I am on the nightly news.
Relax.
Yeah.
Here.
I have to beg. How about I just beg a little bit?
You don't act. Come on, man.
I'm
Is
not
there anything
below
else? Is there anything else you really want to discuss?
No, I mean, I'm glad that Jamie is better than I am at search the internet. I'm not kissing his ass, but I'm really good at it. He's better than I am, which is almost no one is.
He does it with one hand.
The problem is I remember all this stuff. Now, most of the time it's accurate. Sometimes it's not. But, I mean, if I'm saying something, I believe I saw it or I did it.
One
found
thing
something?
that was inaccurate, I didn't want to correct earlier, but the year you were talking about something, you kept saying 1963, and then they went to like 82 or whatever. That happened in 73. That group wasn't even around yet. The something of Rome.
Club or no?
Yeah, that wasn't even created until 68. So just for clarification purposes.
Okay, cool.
I think they had a subgroup earlier than that.
Tim,
But I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
well, who knows?
But JV's he has George Soros COVID. This is a compromised individual.
Google might have compromised
You know?
the records.
Oh, that's another thing I want to say. Can I say this?
Yeah.
This is the most important thing we said tonight. We said a lot of important things. But both of you are not drinking,
Yes.
so you don't know.
Right.
But this is it right now.
Okay.
mRNA vaccines.
Yeah.
So when you think about a regular vaccine, goes in, it's a broken bacteria, a broken virus, it's defeated. Your body learns how to kick its ass. It's like a dummy. It's like having an attack dog trained on a dummy.
Right.
The T lymphocyte, white blood cell, it's like a big badass Mike Tyson. It learns how to defeat it. mRNA vaccines go into your cells as a virus. They're viruses. So it's a virus they inject you with that reprograms your cell to then have a certain response to things and release proteins, which is what cancer does. And so they admit on the news that 100% of people that take these are getting sick, 20% are going to the hospital. And so they also have vaccines that are called behavior modification vaccines. You can type it in.
Okay, but let me pause right there. mRNA vaccines, you said 100% of them get sick and 20% of them go to the hospital.
They had two studies. In one study, 100% got sick, 20% went to the hospital. Another study, 80% got sick, and of those, 20% went to the hospital. That's CBS News. You type in
Jamie's going to find that right now.
You type in Bill Gates grilled over vaccine dangers. You know, CBS News reporting it. But the point is, they admit a bunch of vaccine deaths have happened now from the test. But what was I getting to before that?
So you were just talking about mRNA
Oh,
vaccines.
Behavioral modification.
Yeah. So type in vaccine to cure heroin addiction.
But we're going to get to that. But before we get to that, we got to Google the stats on mRNA vaccines because this is going to be highly contested. So we have to find out.
Well, no, you can type. I mean, I can share the clip. Bill Gates.
But we just Google the stats on mRNA patients in
Well,
trial.
I think they don't even have the stats on that.
So how do you know it?
Bill Gates was on CBS News.
And he said 80% of the people get sick
Yeah.
and 20% of them go to the hospital?
No, it was two vaccines. They said one vaccine, 100% got sick, and a certain percent went to the hospital. The other 80% got sick, and 20% of those went to the
And sometimes
hospital.
that does happen even with the flu vaccine, right? Like sometimes people get
I swear
get a
to
little
God,
sick.
you type in Bill Gates grilled by CBS, I'll bring it up.
Right.
Certain vaccines do get people a little
Well,
bit
we had
sick,
the conversation about the whole thing in India. You know, he introduced a lot of vaccines in India. There was some negative reactions to them. I mean, that's what happens. It's just, you know, a lot of people.
Joe, I sent you the article.
At mRNA vaccines.
I sent you the article about AP, about the majority of new polio cases are the Bill Gates vaccine. You in?
We'll get to that too. Let me see if Jamie can find this mRNA thing.
You know, you don't have a Morton's next door here.
mRNA
No, I mean, I know how to
test.
look it up, but I'm like,
Are we going to get a steak or are we going to go bar?
barbecue.
I'm just finding
Yes,
lots of
barbecue.
articles.
No
about
more.
steaks?
Oh, yeah, I'll get a steak.
I want to.
It's hammered.
He was making a point about vaccines, and now we're at steak.
I am not hammered at all. I've been drinking orange juice.
You polished off a half a bottle of orange juice.
Joe, I'm just telling you, have fun.
I'm happy you're here. Legitimately. So if you can't find that,
The behavioral
Google-
modification vaccine.
What is it you want to find?
Bill Gates polio vaccine causes of polio.
AP.
AP.
AP.com. The headline, the exact headline is,
Why does everybody hate Bill Gates? What is going on?
because he's so sexy.
I don't think people hate him.
No, it was like, it was like AP.
Bill Gates did not say 700,000 people have negative side effects.
He did say that. My God, he said it on NBC News.
Bill Gates did not say 700,000 people have negative side effects from a coronavirus vaccine.
I have the video of that.
Okay, but pull up AP Bill Gates polio vaccine. But that's a coronavirus. He said polio vaccine.
All right.
okay.
Now I'm pissed. I'm going to tell you the headline. It was. What was the
See
exact-
if there's a polio
Hold on. What was the headline?
article.
It was UN. UN vaccine causes polio.
UN vaccine causes polio. Okay. UN vaccine causes polio. Google
You
is
know,
not
this
gonna show
sober
you
October.
shit.
Google is compromised. Can you
Look at
use
this.
Ask
Look at
Jeeves,
this.
please?
UN says new polio outbreak in Sudan was caused by oral vaccine.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's not good.
New polio outbreak in Sudan is caused by oral vaccine. And this, look at that kid's face. Oh my God, is that a terrifying image? The image of them distributing that. Look at that poor kid's face. Imagine that kid getting polio from that vaccine. He looks so terrified. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, that's tragic.
Oh,
And a bunch of them died, but you know,
Jesus
it's just,
Christ.
It's just Alex Jones. The
hold on. Back up. What does it say up there? It said World Health Organization says a new polio outbreak in Sudan is linked to an ongoing vaccine-sparked epidemic in Chad. A week after the UN
Vaccine sparked epidemic.
Health Agency declared the African continent free of the wild polio vaccine. World Health Organization said it found 11 additional vaccine-derived polio cases in Sudan and that the virus had been identified in environmental samples. There are typically many more unreported cases for every confirmed polio patient.
Whitewash, yeah.
The highly infectious disease can spread quickly in contaminated water and most often strikes children under 5. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
In rare instances, the live polio virus in the oral vaccine can mutate in a form capable of sparking new outbreaks.
So let me tell you a story. My grandmother died 3 years ago at 92. Incredible woman.
That's fucking terrifying.
She was told by her doctor in 1954 when she got the second polio shot, they said, sorry, it was live. It paralyzed her. She was on crutches the rest of her life. They told her it did it to her.
Jesus Christ.
So see, I just told you that.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's a whitewash what AP's doing.
I would imagine.
So I'm telling you, I make mistakes because I can't remember all this stuff.
I understand. You remember a lot.
But I'm not trying to lie. The last thing I want to say is this. I'd like to retire the next year. I'd like to finish up my work, clean up mistakes I made, talk about other stuff, because I'm ending up dying of a heart attack or going crazy. I do this 18 hours a day.
I'd like to get you in shape.
I'm totally stressed out, Joe. I'm dying.
I know you are.
I'm dying. I literally do this stuff constantly. I read
I know
thousands of
you
articles
do.
a day.
I know you do. If I
know-
text you at 3 o'clock in the morning, you respond right back. You're wide
Yeah,
awake.
well, I'm not a victim. I'm just telling you, I'm dying.
I understand.
So I can't do this much longer. And I want everybody to know I love my crew, but I told them I can't keep running this operation. I just want to tell the truth, and I want to get out in the next year. Doesn't mean I won't go on your show once a year or do like a write a book or something, but
I
I'm
want
done.
you to get healthy.
I need to get healthy. I try to get healthy.
Why
But
don't
I'm
you hire a trainer and hire a dietitian?
I try.
Because I know you got off the booze for quite a while, and we were talking. You said you felt great.
I did feel great. I lost like 40 pounds.
How long did you get off the booze for?
4 months, no alcohol, about 8 months, and barely any. And then like the last 3 or 4 hours, right back.
But you were talking to me about Adderall.
You know
too.
the problem.
I want you to talk about that because that's a good thing for people to hear. The problems that you had with Adderall, because that shit scares the fuck out of me.
Well, I'm not going to get into any of that type of stuff. The point is that the things that doctors push, the things that go on, the whole country's drugged up on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not good. But I'm not. I do caffeine and alcohol, and that's it. And it's all very, very destructive. And it gets to the point where like you're exhausted unless you drink, and it's not a good thing. That's why I'm glad you did sober in October. Last October I was sober.
Yeah. Do you think you could just kick it totally? I mean, you kicked it for 4 months. Do you think it would be
if
good
I
to kick
wasn't
it totally?
doing a show every day and having to read? I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I read 50 articles. I probably scan 500. I mean, I look at so much stuff that it's enslaving me. Like I just want to. I don't want to be around it anymore. It's not like I'm scared of it. I want to be
understand.
something else.
It's negative. It has negative consequences on your health.
Yeah. So for me, I just want to get away from all of it. And
What do you want to do?
I'd love to go hunting and fishing and
relaxing.
hiking and oil painting and doing sculpture. I love metal sculpture. I love that. That's a beautiful chimpanzee skull you got right there. I mean, I've done this 26, 27 years. And when you've done it that long, you want to stay in the fight. At the same time, you want to not do it anymore. And that's the thing about people, the Democrats suing me and attacking me. Before Trump even got elected, I was already telling people, hey, I'm going to shut this company down. I can't fund all of you. I can't do this anymore. Them attacking me made me keep fighting them.
Now, do you think that if you were healthier, if you maybe just did less, you could be all right with it?
I didn't do that as a stunt. I mean, quite honest with you. I'm smart. I think I'm going to die of a heart attack at like 50 something. I'm 47 now, and I just have to like. There's no way to do this full time. Either you do it or you turn loose. And I'd like to just for a few years just disappear.
So you think that the amount of shit that's out there, and this is a problem with conspiracies, right? Because you keep finding more and more and more that are provable, and you start going crazy because you start really
exactly,
you can't
and
sleep.
you lose who you exactly like.
Yeah.
I don't like the globalists. I'm not giving into them. I'm giving into like my own body.
I understand.
It's not their attacks keep me fighting them. Like they keep thinking like, oh, let's mess with him more. He'll give up. That makes me like attack more. And I'm trying to like get him to top attacking me. It's not some Machiavellian thing. I'm saying, I just want to like, I don't want to look at the news.
Maybe if you just took some time off and like just got healthy, maybe that's what you need. Maybe you just need an extended vacation. I mean, you're your own boss, right? You could do that.
Do you ever think you maybe shrink the operation down a little bit, and then you could kind of do what you want, how you want, instead of just being a 24-hour day operation, you could just take it down?
Well, here's my problem. When we get personal, I mean, I had perfect teeth till like 2 years ago. I have to wear a mouth brace because I'll literally crush my teeth when I'm asleep. Like I broke one just the other day. I got implants going in right here, and I'm just like literally in my sleep clenching my teeth so hard that I've got like giant muscles. Like I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger, but my jaws are.
Right.
Like they're like a chipmunk, and it's because that psychologically I'm trying to defeat all this. And it's just like it's like at a certain point, I can't do it all.
Right.
So I don't feel sorry for myself.
You've earned it. You've earned some time off.
Yeah, why don't you just take some months off? Just like mark an extended hiatus, whenever you feel like you could get away, and just decide you're going to take 3 months off. Put the fucking cell phone down, eat healthy, exercise. I mean, you could hire a trainer, not a bad idea.
There's nothing I want to do more than that.
Because when I'm doing the Sober October thing, and when I've done it in the past, one of the things that we've done is these fitness challenges. You don't even realize what you can do until you're forced to do something. If you force yourself, like say, hey, for the month of January, I'm not going to drink, and I'm going to exercise every day, and I'm going to put it up on my website and let everybody know what I'm doing, and just force yourself to try to get healthy. Only eat healthy food. And maybe get a dietitian, maybe get a trainer. Not even maybe. Get a dietitian, get a trainer, get someone who makes you like meal preps for you, gives you healthy food to eat, and this is all you're going to eat is this stuff, no processed bullshit, just healthy food. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Just take a whole month and do nothing but that. Just leave the fucking news alone. Let this crazy world sort itself out.
No, I agree, because now I look at news and it's just like, used to I'm like, oh, I got them right here. Oh, this is great. I was like, now I'm just like, oh my God. This is
Because you're
horrible.
probably overrun. You're probably taxed out. Your body's probably like barely hanging in there. I mean, if you're boozing a lot and you're not getting sleep and you're grinding your teeth, none of these are good signs.
No, I've been honest about it with the listeners, but at the end of the day, like this is fundamental. This is an anti-human movement. It's a globalist movement. And I get people that are doing it are sociopaths that have created cosmology to explain why they're doing all these evil things. I feel like it's such an important mission that it should be exposed. And Joe, I'm just glad you moved to Austin. I'm glad that Tim's here. I'm glad that all
Tim's
this stuff.
moving. He just told me.
Yep.
I got to save LA first, and then I want to go work with Bill and
You
Melinda
can't-
Gates
you
for a
can't save
while,
LA.
and then I will come to Austin.
You can't save LA.
I know. We'll see. November 3rd.
So, Joe, what is your prediction? Who wins? Who wins in 6 days?
I'm not smart enough to make the prediction, but I do
Trump's
think
gonna win.
I think it's going to be chaos either way.
It's going to be chaos.
I think if Trump, I've never, ever in my life felt this country more divided. It feels more divided now than I've ever felt before, where the possibility of a civil war doesn't seem outside the realm of possibilities. It doesn't seem like something ridiculous. It doesn't, like people used to say, if they said it in the past, someone said, oh, this country is on the brink of a civil war 10 years ago, I'd be like, listen to this crazy fuck.
Right.
But you say it now, and I go, like, I could see it.
Yeah,
When-
Tim, why are you not moving to Texas?
Well, I
He's
might
moving to
eventually.
Texas.
I might eventually. I don't know. We're going to see.
I gotta
don't
move.
know.
I gotta open a
Joe
comedy club
convinced me
here.
that Joe told me to move to LA a year ago, and then I moved and it just destroyed.
Wow,
so
the
don't tell me to move
pandemic.
here. I might move here.
No,
It'll
no,
be a problem.
We're gonna start a comedy club out here.
Yeah.
We're gonna set this place up right.
Well, thank you for having me
My
again.
pleasure.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you being here. It was
No, of
everything
course.
I hoped
Yeah,
it would be.
good.
This was a great one, Alex.
This
I
is
think
really
people
good.
got to see a side of you that they maybe even didn't see in the other two podcasts. You know, I think you did a great account of yourself, and I think
Really, you think so?
yeah. A lot of the shit that you brought up today was, I mean, you were pulling shit off the top of your head, and a lot of it was accurate. A good, solid
Well,
percentage.
I'm not
of it.
trying to bullshit.
No, you're not trying to bullshit. No, I know you're not. And this is what I've always told people about you. And again, I think that we're at a critical time where we've got to rethink all these people that are calling for people to be censored and calling for people to be deplatformed. And I think you got to rethink this. I think everybody has to rethink this because you might be looking back on this 10 years from now and going, oh my God, what the fuck did I support?
But I agree with you. But we should. You're being nice to the censors. They're tyrants. We
think-
should hear everybody's views.
I think there's a lot of people in this machine, and a lot of these people, they're not tyrants. They think they're doing good. They really do. I think there's a lot of people that are out there calling for people to be deplatformed, calling for people to be censored because maybe they have children. They see their children being indoctrinated into QAnon and all this kind of ridiculous thinking, and maybe they think that the way to fight some of this shit is to just take that stuff offline, so the kids have no access
that
to it.
only makes their children want it more.
Well, and not only that, it makes the people that believe that there's a conspiracy to silence the truth, it makes them even more fervent in their beliefs. They start believing it even more rabidly. And not only that, it creates echo chambers. And then
But let's
again,
end this positive. You are happy you moved to Texas.
I fucking love it here. I love the people. I love the town. I love everything about it. I do.
But that's the good news.
Yeah.
And Tim Dillon,
Yeah.
you come here, lower taxes, good people.
Yeah.
We want all the people from other parts of the
Great
country.
food.
Good food.
Food
yeah.
here is amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff
And the
here.
kids here are into QAnon, which I think that's good. I think
All
the
of them.
children should be into
Well, they get
QAnon.
tattooed when they're in the
Texas.
5th grade. Listen, I love you, Alex Jones. Thanks for being here. I love you, Tim Dillon.
Thank you for having me.
being here.
Thank you, guys.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
All right. What we do 3.5 hours?
Something like that. Yes.
Infowars.com.
To infinity and beyond.
Band.video. Don't visit it. Band.video.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.